All right, now I'm back to introduce you to some of the upper elementary beginning chapter books and slightly beyond that. I'll try to go through them quickly because I know that your time is really valuable and I want to show you lots of information. All right, so this is Billy B. Brown. We have a counterpart that's Hey Jack, which I do not have yet because my older reader is a girl, so I started off with the girl ones. And these are very first chapter books. So my kindergarten son probably will be working on these this summer. Probably first grade maybe. So you can see there's lots of space, but they're chapter books, so that's fun because I'll encourage them to read. And then the next level of Billy B is the mysteries, and those are a little bit more difficult, so probably first grade, second grade would enjoy these. They have the great like highlighted words that make make it really fun, like some other popular series that it exists through another company. And there's still some pictures, illustrations, which are fun. All right, so there, Spooky House is the first one, Billy B. Mystery. And then there are two animal ones, the Pet Vet. There's a whole series of the Pet Vet. And they are also probably second, maybe third grade, kind of depending. They're a little bit more difficult than the Billy B. Brown books, even the mysteries. And then the Jack Russell Dog Detective books. This is a whole series. He's so cute. And they're very similar to the Pet Vet. You can see that there's a lot more words, but there's still pictures that make it really fun. And then the Pony Crazed Princess, which is there's puzzle books, so they're a little bit more. There's a little bit of a mystery to them. Also pictures, super fun books, probably second, third grade, kind of depending on where your reader is. And of course, what little girl doesn't love ponies and princesses? So there's that, Pony Crazed Princess. And then this really funny book series called Penny Dreadful, which again has the fun fonts and pictures, but are definitely more advanced than the Billy B. Brown books and some of the Pet Vet books. So it's got little comics in it even. And she's just Penny Dreadful. That is not her real name, but that's what her dad calls her because she makes lots of mistakes and messes up lots of things. It says my name is not actually Penny Dreadful, it's Penelope Jones. The dreadful part is my dad's joke, but I'm definitely not dreadful. It's just sometimes people don't appreciate the brilliance of my ideas. We've all been there. This is a nonfiction book that I love for elementary, the Astronaut's Handbook. My son wants to desperately go to the moon, so we get lots of space in astronaut books. And this really is about how to become an astronaut. How math can help you learn fly. Are you cut out for space? Congratulations, you're a space cadet. Lift off, your new home, let's go to work, down with a bump. Short history of space flight and a glossary. So this is a great book for those early to mid elementary age to read themselves, but I do read this to my son. Lots of nonfiction, but in a fun way. And so if you have a reluctant reader, sometimes nonfiction is the best because maybe they're just bored by stories, and so they want to learn something that they're interested in. And so I highly recommend this Astronaut's Handbook. Two more things real quick. We have a ton of these illustrated stories. My daughter, who's in second grade, loves this book and recommends that every parent buy it for their child because it is actually a book of books, a book of classic books, books that we all probably read and loved: The Railway Children, The Wizard of Oz, The Secret Garden, Black Beauty, Little Women, and Heidi. And yet they're written in such an accessible way. So each book within this book also has chapters within this book. And they're written in a very simple way to introduce our kids to these really classic stories that they probably will read again, hopefully, and want to learn more about. My daughter read this in like 3 days, the whole thing. And she totally loves it and recommends it to everyone. So I have to recommend it to you. All right, one last one. The Illustrated Stories from Shakespeare, which is very similar. And then it introduces our kiddos to Shakespeare at a very young age, which probably would have been helpful for me in high school. In fact, even in high school, I probably would. In college, because I was a theater major when I first started college, this book would have been helpful to help me get the basic idea of the story before I had to figure out the language and the words too. All right, so that's your middle to upper elementary books.